India is a lot. Online, you will see cows chilling on the road, trash mountains, insane traffic, and rivers that looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie. And yeah, parts of India are absolutely chaotic. So today, we're not just asking, is India dirty? We're breaking down the actual reason behind the mess and showing you the part of India nobody's ever talks about. To understand the truth, we need to start with the uncomfortable reality, the stuff the internet loves to highlight. Let's just start with the harshest fact. Until 2014, India had the largest number of people defecating outside, over 525 million according to UNICEF and World Health Organization. And as crazy as that sounds, it is cultural. It is some weird habit. It is poverty. Millions of homes didn't have toilets. And these issues, it fits into something even bigger. The Ganges, sacred, iconic, and heavily polluted. India's own pollution board says 3 billion liters of wastewater flows into it every day. That's not because of people who want to pollute, it's because hundreds of millions rely on the river for bathing, washing, rituals, everything. And when you combine that with massive population density, things get messy fast. According to the World Bank, India creates 160,000 tons of trash per day. Only about half gets properly collected. So yeah, trash piles appear especially in overcrowded cities and during monsoon season. And if the land is messy, the air sometimes goes full end of the world. Delhi's air sometimes gets so bad. IQ Air reports it can be 10 to 15 times worse than the World Health Organization's safe limit. It's not always like that, but when smoke hits, it hits hard. And finally, the internet's favorite things to show. Dharavi is home to over 800,000 people in less than 1 square mile. It's then humid, chaotic, and extremely photogenic for Western creators. But here's the thing, this is not all of India, but it is an important part of the story. So why does India look like this in some areas? This is where things get way more interesting. Most people online stop at India is dirty, but if you dig deeper, there are real reasons behind all of this. Historical, cultural, political, and social. India just crossed 1.4 billion people. That's 4 Americas squeezed into one country the size of the US East Coast. When a city built for 5 million suddenly has 25 million, trash system collapse, sewage system collapse, everything collapse. But population alone isn't the full picture, because India isn't just one country. Oxfam says India reaches 1% on 40% of the country wealth, while most people live on a few dollars a day. So while some cities are ultra-modern, others are literally fighting for basic survival. When families are struggling to eat, sanitation becomes a luxury. And then there's a factor almost nobody in the West talk about. For centuries, cleaning trash, toilets, sewers was forced onto certain caste called Dalit. It became seen as low-status work. Pew Research found 70% of Indians still believe caste matters socially. So, imagine trying to run a nationwide sanitation system when half of the country sees cleaning as someone else's job. And even when the government tries to fix things, the scale is insane. India's government has to provide sanitation for 1.4 billion people, 600,000 villages, and 6,000 towns. Since 2014, the Swachh Bharat mission has built 100 million toilets. That's the largest sanitation project in human history. But change on this scale doesn't happen overnight. And then there's culture. Some things Westerners find dirty, but Indians find it normal. like eating with hands, spitting in public, bathing in rivers, crowded markets, and animal in the street. India is built around community life, outdoors, in public, in crowds. To Americans, it feels messy, but to Indians, it's home. And culture links directly to education. Millions Indian didn't finish basic schooling. That means habits around hygiene, waste management, and public cleanliness take longer to shift, especially across generations. And finally, there's one more layer, the historical one. For 200 years, Britain controlled India, but they built zero modern sanitation for the masses. India had to start building a nationwide system only after 1947. The US industrialized in the 1800s. India industrialized in the 1990s. That's a 150 years gap to catch up on. But here's where the story gets really crazy. Because despite everything I just said, parts of India have transformed into some of the cleanest cities in Asia. Surat somehow balanced factories and cleanliness. CPCB rates it as having one of the best drainage and waste systems in India. It's the opposite of every industrial city's stereotype. Then you have the futuristic one. Navi Mumbai looks like someone remastered the original Mumbai. White roads, green parks, modern layouts, everything feels intentional. And aesthetically, nothing beats this next city. Chandigarh was crafted by Le Corbusier himself. Clean, green, symmetrical, it almost looks too perfect to be real. And if you want high-tech vibes, walk through high-tech city or Bengaluru's tech park and you'll swear you're in Silicon Valley. Sidewalks cleaner than part of San Francisco and office campuses that looks like futuristic bubbles. So, is India dirty? Yeah, sometimes. But is India also incredibly clean? Absolutely. India is both chaos and order, both ancient and modern, both overwhelming and beautiful. And if you only judge India by viral slum videos, you're missing 90% of the story. Tell me in the comments which country should we break down next, honestly and unfiltered.